Jennifer Buttner is a parent. She's part of a campaign for a new second-level school in South Kildare, and she is on the phone. Morning, Jennifer. How are you?
Morning, Shane. How are you doing? Thank you for taking us.
No, delighted to do it, because yesterday when we were talking to the Minister for Education, John O'Sullivan, we got contacted by a number of parents who wanted us to ask the Minister about South Kildare and a new second-level school. Tell me why you've got involved in the campaign.
Well, my son is in an Educate Together, so I suppose I come from that angle, and a bunch of us kind of got together and felt the same way. We're a mix of Kildare parents and Newbridge Town Educate Together parents. But as the group started to grow a bit, we started getting parents from other schools, national schools, who are just interested in wanting more choice in the area. And I think, lots of people we talk to all see that need for another second level in the area, more choice, a different type of school being offered in the area, in an area that actually really needs another school in terms of the numbers as well, So our background really has come from the angle of a personal point of view, in terms of our children being in Educate Together schools, primarily.
Right. And why is your child in an Educate Together primary school?
I just like the ethos and the way it runs. My child is Catholic, I'm a Catholic, but it's just in terms of, there's a belief out there that it's only for non-Catholics or, non-denominational or multi-denominational, but that's not the case. I just liked the way the school is run, the ethos of it, the no uniform, the first name terms, all these parts. It's inclusive to all people, very equal based, and all religions are studied through the school day, and that to me appealed to me. So that's why I chose to send my son to that school.
Right. And do you think it would be a culture shock then for your son were he to enter a state-run secondary school with a religious ethos?
I don't think it would be a culture shock as such, but it's a different type of education. The way in terms of, being in the uniform, the first name terms, that's just one element of it as well, the religion element. But I don't think it will be a culture shock. Lots of the children have gone on already, and I don't think that's an issue. I think the main issue really is that the ethos that our children have come through, we really would love to see it continue on. And at second level, that the new schools that have opened at second level continue on and are an exciting way of doing education, very child-centred and learner-centred, and their method of education, even though they follow the syllabus, is a little bit, a new model of education, really.
Right. And your campaign is two-pronged in that, one, you would like the children to continue in the ethos of Educate Together. That's why you feel there's a need for another school. But also, you feel that there's such a shortage of places that actually there is a need for another school as well.
Absolutely. I mean, when we started off, it kind of primarily started really as, we would love them to continue. And my son is going into fourth class, so I was kind of thinking in terms of years. And, the parents are at different stages of school life that are involved in the campaign. But as we looked at the numbers then, it became very apparent that, there's definitely a shortage coming ahead in the years. Even in terms of my son's class, he's the first of a double stream coming through our school. So even that year, when he gets through to sixth class, there'll be 60 coming out of our school as opposed to 30 this year. And that's just one school. And we know that all across the area, between Newbridge, Kildare, Kilcullen even, this will be an issue in the next few years. It's a genuine issue in terms of numbers. We're already seeing the shortage. Many of the parents, all travel to second level outside of Newbridge, So in terms of Newbridge, which numbers itself, there's a shortfall already. And I know Fiona McLaughlin has spoken of those numbers before. We see that at Newbridge, but the reality is a lot of Newbridge pupils travel to Kilcullen and other schools, outside the town.
Okay. So. And if there, let's say there isn't a new second level Educate Together school built, what are the prospects facing your son who's now in fourth class? So the clock is ticking a wee bit.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I mean, that's why we're really trying to up the ante on the campaign, in terms of numbers, etc. So the prospect right now is currently we are a feeder school into the Kilcullen, which at the CPC in Kilcullen. So
Educate Together is the Educate Together primary school is a feeder for Cross and Passion, is it?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But obviously, there's pressure in the Kilcullen area because that's grown.
And I mean, already they upped their places that they put in this year going into CPC, and they have 7 feeder schools feeding in there right now. So that's a lot of children feeding in, and those numbers are growing because, I mean, we are growing as a school, our particular primary school, you know. And the reality is people are travelling outside Newbridge. They're not getting the choice of education in Newbridge, you know, that they want. And also the whole of Newbridge is squeezed for places as well. I mean, that's very apparent as you talk to parents. You know, and I mean, parents who are filling in, just to go back to the, you know, how we are kind of working as a campaign is trying to get expression of interest forms filled in, and demand, parental demand is what is key to demonstrating this. And as we talk to parents, it's not just parents of Educate Together children, it's parents of all around the town. Everyone sees the need for a new school. They all talk about it, you know, anecdotally. So, you know, it is a reality, I think, you know, so it's just a matter of us trying to get enough names to demonstrate that demand to the Department of Education.
But Jennifer, your child was baptised Catholic. You are a Catholic. Mm-hmm. This is all very much based on your decision, is it not, to send your child to an Educate Together school?
It is, yeah, absolutely. But it's more than just the religion aspect. You know, Educate Together is more than just the religion in terms of their method of education. You know, that's just one part of it. You know, it's the ethos, really, in terms of how the school is run, democratically run, you know, child-centred, all of those issues, all of those, you know, elements were what appealed to me as a parent.
Right, and what do you know about Educate Together at second level?
That continues on in terms of, you know, those ethos, all those, they continue right through into their second level, and they become learner-centred, it's co-education. It's very similar. The prongs still follow through, you know.
All right, okay, tell me about your campaign. I know there was a public meeting earlier this summer. Where has the campaign gone? You obviously want to lobby the minister on this. What would you like to achieve?
So we have sent in a lobbying letter already showing the shortage of places and just our desire for it. Currently, we have been attending events and, as you say, our public meeting and other such events throughout the summer, and we have kind of, at the moment, we have 850 names registered, which is a great number, and those numbers are growing daily. We have a couple of events coming up, which I just wouldn't mind mentioning briefly as well.
Yeah, work away now if you want, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be at the Kilcullen River Festival on the 23rd of August. We'll have a stand at that. And we're also going to be in Whitewater on the 29th of August, Saturday the 29th of August. So please come along. To anyone who's listening, please come along and register your interest. Find out more about what we're about and what the campaign is about. But we need parents to fill in expression of interest forms. You know, we really do. It's the only way we can demonstrate demand. And, you know, if parents fill in the forms, it gives more choice for everyone. So if this school happens, you know, parents who might want to send their child to one of the other schools in Newbridge will get a better chance of getting their child in there. So it's a kind of it provides more choice for everyone.
Okay, you know? Jennifer, keep us posted on it. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. That's Jennifer Buttner, who's a parent and also part of that campaign for an Educate Together second level school for South Kildare in the Newbridge area, where she says there's certainly a demand for places and also a demand for choices